It's E-U. I can't remember how to spell anything.
That's okay, just do your best with spelling, and then I can always write them up here.
Is the word for hand similar to the Spanish word for hands?
Mhm.
Okay, let's try that.
Vous avez tous les très belles écharpes aujourd'hui. Oui, j'aime les tous. Ce sont bien. Okay, so donc faisons une petite liste ensemble. We'll kind of make a list together up here. So which ones do we already know for certain? Which parts?
La gorge.
Okay, la gorge.
I don't know
Oui,
what that is.
c'est la gorge, ici. One of our warm-up sentences yesterday, since we're talking about health and pharmacy type vocabulary, was like I have a sore throat, for example. So that is la gorge. Yeah, so I have a sore throat, Marie.
J'ai mal la gorge.
J'ai mal à la gorge. J'ai mal à la gorge. So you're saying I have hurt at a specific part of the body, which I believe is the same with Spanish. You're talking, I don't know if you know that or not, if you've gotten that far yet. Okay, yeah. So, so anyhow, la gorge. So we've got actually two different G sounds here, excuse me. We've got like a hard G that we make in English, and then a soft G, which sounds more like a J. Répétez classe, la gorge. La gorge. Ok, bien, j'ai mal à la gorge. Ok, autre partie du corps?
Les yeux.
Les yeux, oui. And by the way, if we have one eye, like I have an infection in this eye, for example, that is l'œil. It's a completely different word. So one eye, and then les yeux for both eyes. And normally we're going to be using les yeux in most situations, right? Okay. How would you say I have blue eyes, for example? J'ai les yeux bleus. Yeah, so if you remember from like French 1 when we were learning how to describe people, we learned yeux in that chapter. Okay, what else? Quoi d'autre?
Les pieds.
Les pieds, oui. Good. Now, you guys probably actually already know some other body part words from ballet terms. You might not just be aware of it. Oui.
Well, the pointed bras is carried to the arms.
Oui.
So it's bras.
Bras. Oui, absolument. Okay, there we go. So, le bras, arm.
La tête.
La tête.
Is mouth big bouche?
La bouche. Good. You probably also know la jambe. Jambe. Do you recognize that one?
No, bras de jambe.
Bras de jambe. Leg.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's like circle of the leg. Yeah.
Oui, exactement. Circle of the leg. Good. Okay. Okay, bon, so that's a good little list for right now. So la gorge, les yeux, les pieds, le bras, la tête, la bouche, la jambe. So you're familiar with the pronunciations of these things you've heard them on.
What's hands?
Ah! Oh yeah, that's that one okay too. Les mains.
Okay.
So we have the expression lever la main, raise your hand, right? Okay. Yeah, excellent. Okay. Nous allons chanter un peu aujourd'hui. There's a famous children's song that you probably already know the melody to, right? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Everyone's familiar with that head, shoulders, knees, and toes, right? That you learn in like kindergarten. Well, we're going to sing the French version today. And so hopefully that will help you to remember the major parts of the face, and then also, of course, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Or it's head, shoulders, knees, and feet, actually, in French, en français. So here are the lyrics. And Emily, you're welcome to try and sing along with us if you want. It's new to these guys too. So up at the top, tête, right? Head, tête. Épaule is the word for shoulders. Répétez classe, épaule.
Épaule.
Épaule, good.
Is
Okay.
épaule? Is that like?
Is that another ballet
yeah.
phrase? Now, how does that go? What does that look like?
That's like when you use your shoulders like to dance. Like, yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, so épaule. Knees. Répétez classe, genou.
Genou.
Genou, good. And then feet, pied.
Pied.
Good. One more time. Tête,
Tête.
épaule,
Épaule.
genou,
Genou.
pied.
Pied.
Good. Okay. So that's what we repeat the first two lines there, right? Tête, épaule, genou, pied. Tête, épaule, genou, pied. And then the next line, the third line, we have the parts of the face. So we have la bouche. Oui, répétez classe. La bouche.
La bouche.
Le nez.
Le nez.
Les yeux.
Les yeux.
Les oreilles.
Les oreilles.
Okay, so les oreilles, ears, les yeux, eyes, le nez, nose, la bouche, mouth. Okay, and then we repeat the first line. Tête, épaule, genou, pied. Okay, so now I'll put it with the melody. I'll sing it once through for you, and then we'll try it together. Voilà. Now, levez-vous, premièrement. Levez-vous, levez-vous. Makes it more effective if you actually do the motions along with it, right? And you can remember. Okay, voilà. So I'll do it once. Regardez, regardez-moi. Tête, épaule, genou, pied, genou, pied. Tête, épaule, genou, pied, genou, pied. La bouche, le nez, les yeux et les oreilles. Tête, épaule, genou, pied, genou, pied. Oui, c'est ça? Think we can do it? We'll do it slowly together. Okay, ready? So, tête, starting with tête first. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Tête, épaule, genou, pied, genou, pied. Tête, épaule, genou, pied, genou, pied. La bouche, le nez, les yeux et les oreilles. Tête, épaule, genou, pied, genou, pied. Excellente, excellente. Okay. Très bien, très bien. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm going to give you a verb, and I want you to tell me what parts of the body would be necessary to use for this activity. Oui? Okay. Qu'est-ce qu'on a besoin pour danser? Danser.
All of it.
Oui, tout. Okay, yeah, so what if we wanted to say the whole body? Oui? Let's write that expression up here. So we would use... First of all, the word for body in French, I don't know if I mentioned this before or not, is le corps. And we sometimes see this word used in English for various things, like dance corps, right? the body of dancers in a show is called le corps. We also have other words in English that we see that sort of look like this word. Can you think of any?
Corpse.
Corpse. Yeah, that's the first one that comes to mind, which means body, a dead body in English. But that's where that word comes from. It's stemming from the Latin for the word for body. We also have the word corporal, right? Corporal, like corporal punishment, right? Like body, having to do with the body. What else? Corporeal is when you have like an out-of-body experience.
There's like the Marine Corps.
The Marine Corps, right, again, so sometimes you use corps to refer to a large body of people, like body in another context. But you're right, absolutely. Okay, so le corps, pronounced kind of like apple core, right? Only you're Frenchifying it a little bit. Okay, so le corps, if we want to say you have to use all of the body, or the whole body, we would use the expression tout le corps. Okay, tout le corps. Donc, pour danser, c'est nécessaire à utiliser tout le corps, oui, les bras, les jambes, et les pieds, la tête, oui, et les épaules, tout ça. Qu'est-ce que c'est nécessaire pour faire du ski?
Les jambes.
Oui, les jambes, absolument, les jambes.
Les mains.
Les bras,
Les pieds.
les pieds,
Les mains. La grille.
les mains, oui, oui, pour gripper ça. Ok, bon. Pour regarder la télévision.
Les yeux.
Les yeux, oui, les yeux.
Les oreilles.
Les oreilles. C'est tout, oui. Les yeux, les oreilles. Ok. Pour lire.
Les yeux.
Les yeux, oui. Et le corbeau, le brain, oui,
Et
le
les
corbeau,
mains.
oui.
Les mains.
Et les mains, oui, les mains aussi. Ok. Pour manger.
La bouche.
La bouche.
Les mains.
Les mains, oui. Les dents. We don't know that yet, but
Le
les
nez.
dents. Ah, le nez, oui. C'est très important, le nez, oui, pour senser, to smell the things they're eating, oui. Ok. Bien, pour quoi? Pour jouer les jeux vidéo. Qu'est-ce que c'est
Les
nécessaire?
mains.
Oui, les mains. Oui.
Les yeux.
Et les yeux. Et les oreilles. Mhm. Bien, excellent. Ok, très bien. Okay, so knowing some of these words now, let's put them together with some expressions. So we're talking about like things that you would say to your doctor, or if you're going into the pharmacy to buy something, talking about sicknesses. So Marie mentioned before that if you want to talk about a part of your body hurting or there being a problem, right, my throat hurts, I have a headache, I hurt my back, you're going to use the expression j'ai mal, and then the actual body part. And you'll use the preposition à to refer to at which place you're hurting on your body. So j'ai mal à, like I have, I hurt in this part, or such and such doesn't feel well. Okay, so comme dit-on, how would you say, my head hurts, I have a headache.
J'ai mal à la tête.
J'ai mal à la tête, yeah. Oh, my shoulders hurt, I danced so much today.
J'ai mal à l'épaule.
Épaule, oui. Ah, my feet hurt.
J'ai mal à la pied.
J'ai mal à la pied.
How do you say ankle?
Ah, okay, yeah, that's a good one for dancers too.
Their hips.
Ankle is la cheville. The double L here is pronounced like a Y. Oui, répétez classe, la cheville.
La cheville.
La cheville.
And how do you say hips?
We're gonna tell our doctors about what hurts in French.
Yeah. Les hanches is the word for hips. Sometimes, every once in a while, you hear the expression like, you know, a woman will rest a baby on her haunches. Have you heard that expression,
Yeah, or like
haunches,
you like
before?
a dog sitting
Yeah.
on haunches.
Yeah, dogs. Yeah, we usually use it in reference to animals, I guess, more. And so that's same word here, only the H is silent in French, so it is hanche. Boom. First pin. Okay. Okay, très bien. Let's go ahead and put away, you can put away this sheet. And I wanted to go over a couple things with you. We got a new issue of Bonjour aujourd'hui, so let me pass these out. I'm going to take a look at a couple of funny things in here. Voilà. Et voilà. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Premièrement, tournez à la page 2 et 3, so the first two pages in here. Voilà, ok. Regardons premièrement à la page 3. Ça dit « Je lance ma tongue ». Je lance ma tongue. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? What's going on here in the picture, do you think?
Throwing my flip-flop.
Ah, I'm throwing my flip-flop. Okay, so flip-flops in French are called tongue, les tongues, and they're just as popular as they are here in the summertime. A lot of people wear them. Let's read the little paragraph here and see if we can figure out what's going on. It says, Depuis 10 ans, il y a un championnat du monde. Étonnant à Hortin, dans le sud-ouest de la France. Sud-ouest de la France, where would that be in France?
Southwest.
Southwest, good. Les sportifs lancent des tangs. Le record du monde est de, how do we say that number en français? 34, oui? Et 24 mètres. Okay, so essentially, what is going on here?
They're having a competition to see how far you can kick your flip-flop.
Yes, and this is an actual event.
One time
I
I kicked my flip.
Oui, c'est un sport. Oui, okay. So this is an actual event, obviously. It's kind of a silly event. But yeah, so it says, for the past 10 years, there has been a world championship each year in Ourtin, which is a small city in the southwest of France. It says, basically, local athletes will come together and kick or throw their flip-flops. And it says, le record du monde, the world record so far is 34 meters, which would be how long for us? How long in feet? Does anybody know?
No, I have no idea.
I'm trying to convert it in my
I think
head.
I should compete in this because one time I kicked my flip-flop and it landed on my roof.
Yeah. Oh no. So that would be like 100. It would be about 100 feet, right? Because there's 3 meters, or there's 3 feet in a meter, right? Okay, so that's a really long way to kick a flip-flop. C'est intéressant. And then the question underneath says, qu'est-ce que tu en penses? Qu'est-ce que tu penses? C'est stupide? C'est marrant? C'est inutile? Ou ce n'est pas du sport?
Ce n'est pas du sport.
Ce n'est pas du sport, premièrement, right? It's not really a real sport. Okay. Peut-être toutes les réponses sont correctes. Oui, all of the answers maybe are a little bit correct. It's stupid, it's funny, it's useless, and it's also not a sport, but entertaining nonetheless, right? Okay, bon. Maintenant, regardez l'autre photo, ici. Ça dit « ils attaquent ». Ils attaquent. Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire?
They attack.
Yeah, they're attacking. Okay, qui? Qui, it says, qu'est-ce que c'est? Des abeilles? Des sauterelles? Non. Ce sont des passereaux. Les passereaux, c'est une sorte d'oiseau. If you look down at the bottom here, it gives all of the different keys. Les passereaux. Sparrows, oui. Ils mangent les récoltes en Afrique. C'est une vraie menace.
Eat the crops there.
Yeah, and then what does the last sentence say? Une vraie menace. They're a huge menace, yeah. So they'll get these, this is kind of an interesting thing. We talked about how in Africa there are, I think, 26 or 27 countries that have French as their major language, which I think is why they have this little snippet about Africa in here. But anyway, yeah, they're having this problem with these groups of sparrows, which are just birds, you know. Yeah. So this big, it looks like insects or something, but these are birds that come down and they feed off of the land there, and so they're causing, like, they're taking away all the crops from farmers and animals and stuff. So yeah, so those are all, it's a dense cloud of birds there. Isn't that crazy?
Wait, where in the world is it?
Africa. Africa. Yeah, and I'm not sure in which country, it doesn't specify, but say interesting.
Can't even see the elephant's tail. I think the birds ate it.
I can see it, it's right here.
I know. Just up close you can see it.
Say interesting.
That part elephant.
Okay. Boom. Okay, and the other thing that I wanted to look at today was, we'll do a little bit of reading practice here. Turn to page 6, à la page 6. It says, 10 choses à faire à Paris, 10 things to do in Paris. So what I want for you to do is, let's take a couple minutes and have you work together. They are making suggestions about what different attractions you should go and see. And so as you come to the blank boxes here, you're figuring out what goes with which picture, basically. So the first one, it talks about going to le Muséum National d'Histoire Nationale, so that would match up with picture 6, à la photo 6. See if you can figure out which pictures correspond. Maybe a couple of minutes.
So there's something about science?
Yeah, I'm looking. 7 maybe.
Where's 7?
It's the one with the lady's head.
Oh. Yeah, it looks like she's got electricity. That sounds good to me.
It's okay, fine.
Oh. 4, 7, 5 grade.
10.
Wait,
Oh wait, yeah, 10.
so I'm straight in class.
Or 9.
Okay. You're supposed to eat. On glass, this is manger en glace, that's ice cream. So we
Yeah,
10.
10. Um,
4,
11.
here. Wait, I want to read it. That's pianos. Wait, what's the next one?
20 cents.
Where is it? Let me see. Oh.